How I got a car dealership to give my friend a newer car circa 2020. January, my friend makes a stupid decision and buys a brand new car he cannot afford. His insurance is like $400 a month. He makes like $10.25 an hour working as a shift supervisor at McDonald's. His car payment is like $795 a month, now at $10.25 an hour. 30 hours a week, that's a weekly income of about $300 a week or about $250 a month. So yay! So my friend came to me for help because I used to sell cars and know the industry pretty well. I go over his paperwork. The dealer did rip him off, but my friend is trying to find a way to get out of this mess. And ripping someone off is not illegal. They did of course overcharge him for warranty. They gave him a higher APRA. They had add-ons, etc. But none of that is illegal, and I know the only way I can get my friend out of this deal is if they did something illegal. So I look at his finance application that my friend signed. It correctly listed his income, which turned a light bulb on in my head. No bank is going to approve someone for a $795 car payment if they are only making $1,200 a month. It does not make mathematical sense to do that, so I start searching through his paperwork for the finance app the dealer submitted to the bank. Oftentimes when you submit a finance application at a dealership, the dealership will take the hand-filled out application and reproduce it electronically. This is pretty normal. However, on the application the dealer submitted to the bank, the dealer said my friend was a GM of the McDonald's and made $70,000. My friend had good credit, so it does not appear like the bank asked for proof of income. So I go to the dealership with my friend and tell the sales manager he's going to want to put me in touch with the GM because we are going to be unwinding my friend's deal and giving his trade-in back. The sales manager thought I was joking. The GM also thought I was joking. Then I demonstrated how his dealership finance department committed bank fraud. I showed the GM the finance app my friend filled out. I then showed the GM the finance app his dealership submitted to the bank and pointed at the income difference. My friend really made $14,000 a year. The dealership claimed my friend made $7,000 a year. That's bank fraud. That's a felony. Let's keep this simple, shall we? The GM sees his dealership is in a load of shit. The proof I am presenting to him is rock solid. He knows it, I know it, we are all on the same page. He goes, okay, so what can I do to make this right? I go unwind the deal. Give me my friend his trade-in back. Unwinding the deal is basically the GM agreeing to cancel the deal, and basically erasing the deal and pretending it never happened. GM tries to avoid that, but I remain firm, and remind him we can easily take this documentation, and turn his life in a living hell. He knows I am right. My friend also needs a car to get to work the next day. The GM says he will check into it. He comes back and tells me unfortunately they sold his trade-in already. I said that's fine, unwind the deal, and let's put my friend into something as good or slightly better than what he traded in for. So the GM goes, so he will buy a car similar to his trade-in. I said no, you will give him a car similar to his trade-in. The GM goes, it does not work that way. I go, it does when you commit bank fraud. GM is upset with me and I remind him. I am being really nice, and this situation can totally get really ugly, like felony level charges ugly. Like losing your franchise ugly, so yay, this is going hurt, but it is going hurt less my way. So the GM goes alright, and he looks in his inventory, and he tells me they have a 2007 Focus with tank more miles. I tell him no, the car you give my friend needs to be the same or better. Then what he trade in. The GM counters I am giving him a free car, and I go no, you took his trade-in, you sold it, you made money on that sale. You also committed a felony in the process of selling him his new car. You are now correcting that mistake. This is not a free car for my friend, this is you are correcting your mistake. GM insists that's what he's willing to do. I tell him if he cannot do better then, that we will go to a consumer protection attorney and have a conversation with them. My friend did not want to go this route, but it was our plan B. We get up, the GM says wait, give me a second. The GM goes, I have an 8 Civic, it has 5 more miles, but it's a Civic and not a Focus. I unwind the deal on the new car, and put your friend in the Civic at no extra cost. We agree. GM has the paper drawn up. The old loan on the new car is cancelled. They take in the new car again, but because it is already titled they will have to sell it as used. That sucks for them, and they gave my friend a better car than the one he traded in. For people asking why we did not get a lawyer involved from the start, we could have done that, but courts take a long time. And this was a faster way to fix the situation.